If you're drowning in debt and just don't know where to turn, help is available. Attorney Diana Long will help you get your financial situation resolved.
I'm Attorney Diana Long. I'm dedicated to helping hardworking folks just like you. Bankruptcy protection can help you get your financial life back in order, and I can show you how. If you're ready to stop the harassing phone calls and letters, I can help. Call me in Columbia at 442-8123 to schedule your free, no-obligation consultation.
Welcome to Radio Friends. It's Monday, July the 11th, and we've got two guests today. We're going to talk about the League of Women Voters, and we're also going to talk about the second annual Mizzou New Music Summer Festival, which starts today. And a lot of people are excited about that. First of all, Linda Kaiser, welcome to Radio Friends, League of Women Voters, Columbia Boone County League of Women Voters. And you've got a lot of things coming up this summer, right?
This summer and early fall, we're already planning. Committees are hard at work. Say first, there's a public hearing for the city coming up this Thursday on redistricting at 7 o'clock in the city council chambers.
So that'll be, let's see, today's the 11th, 12th,
right.
13th, 14th.
The 14th.
July 14th, this coming Thursday.
And I would encourage everybody to come and hear what's going on and to ask questions if they have any.
And this is redistricting for the city of Columbia.
The city wards, yes.
Okay.
Haven't gotten that out of the way. On to league things, in about 2 weeks we've got a program or a committee meeting on federal role in public education. Then we're participating in the National League study to look at that to see if the league can develop a consensus. But our other committees are busy. We've got a picnic and general meeting at the end of August. We have a program in September 14th. I always forget. The state legislature recently passed a constitutional amendment that will be on the ballot in a year from now that will require a government-issued photo ID in order to vote. So we've got a program on the 14th. Wendy Noren, Boone County Clerk, has already agreed to speak to provide some information to voters about what that might entail.
Okay, if this passes, that means you will not be able to go to the polls and vote unless you have a picture ID?
Unless you have a Missouri-issued picture ID.
Now, if you have a license, that will work.
In Missouri, yes.
But for people who do not have a driver's license, for the elderly or people who may not find it very easy to get out.
Or our students who come into Missouri from out of state.
I hadn't thought about that.
Their student ID will not qualify for
for voting.
For voting.
If this law passes.
If this constitutional amendment passes in November of 2012.
Okay, so we will all have a chance to vote on that. I'm sure we will be hearing much about it.
I'm sure you will.
One side wants it, the other side does not want it for their own particular reason.
Well, and what we hope to do in this program is to provide some accurate information to citizens of Columbia about what this proposed constitutional amendment would require.
Okay, and supposedly this is to reduce voter fraud, but everything I've read, there really isn't a problem with voter fraud in Missouri.
Or nationally. There's been very few cases of actual voter fraud at the polls.
We're just about out of time. Was there something else that you wanted to
We've got a couple of other programs, but we'll advertise those. We've got a program in October because the League is doing a study on the federal role of education. So that will be in October 6th. And November, their new city manager, Don Matthias, if I remember his name, I probably messed that up.
But
will be coming
you'll be
November.
on before then where we can talk it. But the important thing is this coming Thursday, City of Columbia redistricting meeting.
City Council Chambers, 7 o'clock.
All right. Thank you so much,
Thank
Linda
you.
Kaiser, the Columbia Boone County League of Women Voters. People want more information. What's the phone number to call?
Well, they can call my number. It's 474-1407. But we've also have a new website.
Okay.
It's lwvcbc@wordpress.com.
Okay, Linda, thank you so much. Now I turn to Stefan Freund, right? Good to have you here, Stefan. Second annual Mizzou New Music Summer Festival, and it starts today.
Starts tonight with events at the university.
So what's
Right.
going to be going on?
Well, tonight we'll have presentations by myself and Chicago Symphony Orchestra composer-in-residence Anna Klein, who's one of our guest composers.
And what are you doing?
Just presenting our works. Both of us will be, it's kind of the junior composer night. The younger composers at the festival, myself and Anna, will be presenting our works tonight.
Yeah. And it's going to be where?
At FAB 145 at the Mizzou School of Music.
Okay. And then this goes, how long does the
Through
festival-
Saturday. We have events each night. Tomorrow night we'll have a small chamber
So
concert.
this is Monday. Tuesday you have a small chamber concert.
Then Wednesday we'll have presentations by my colleague Tom McKinney and Pulitzer Prize winner Roger Reynolds, who's another one of our guest composers. Thursday night we'll have an Alarmable Sound concert at the theater, and Friday night a Mizzou concert of new music at the theater, and then Saturday night our final concert, which features 8 premieres of new works that were composed just for the festival that Alarmable Sound will play.
Wow. So you've got something going every night
this
week.
week.
How long will each of the programs last?
Well, the concert should be less than 2 hours. The presentations, each one will be 90 minutes.
And how many people are involved with this? This seems like a pretty
It's
big
big
deal.
Yeah, I'd say about 75 once you tally up all the composers and the performers and all the people behind the scenes that are making things.
Yeah. As far as the highlight looking at this, and I know you're intricately involved in it all, what would you say is the shining star of
Well,
this event?
really the core of the event is our final concert, the 8 premieres. The whole idea behind this week is that we bring 8 composers from around the world. We had 100 applications to participate in this year's festival.
So these people are from all over the
all
world?
over the world. And they'll come in, and they've already written the pieces, but we'll rehearse with them throughout the week. And then on that final concert Saturday night, we will perform 8 brand new pieces. So it's an opportunity for citizens in Columbia to come and hear music that's never been heard by anyone else.
Where does the funding come from?
Well, we have a gift from Dr. Gene Sinkfield and Rex Sinkfield, the Sinkfield Charitable Trust. They provide a wide variety of funding, but we've also received a huge grant from the Missouri Arts Council as well for this year.
And as far as the attendance, is there a ticket price?
Yes, you can go to Brown Paper Tickets. The phone number is 1-800-838-3006.
Okay, give it to them again.
It's 1-800-838-3006. And an adult pass for all the events is just $35 for the entire week.
For the whole week?
For the whole week.
How are you doing that?
We have a lot of funding, fortunately.
$35 for the whole week.
Yeah, for
that
the
comes
whole
down to a
week.
couple bucks.
Just buy a pass, $35. You have nothing to worry about. And a student pass is $20.
Oh, my goodness.
And
Okay.
our website is MizzouNewMusicSummerFestival.Missouri.edu.
Okay, Stefan, thank you so much for coming by. Pleasure having you here. And good luck. Break a leg starting tonight. Tomorrow on our show, Ann Gaffke is here, teacher's pet, and Cindy Mustard from the Voluntary Action Center. I want to remind you our show is directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is wonderful Pat Akers, KBIA. Our floor director is Andrew Roscoe, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. And if you'd like to see this program again or watch it, go to kbia.org, click on Radio Friends, sign up for a free vodcast or a podcast. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.